mechanism of folding of leaves in Mimosa pudica plant. We have discussed. Next, let us discuss about some other responses in plants to stimuli. Okay, for example, tendril. You know very well that tendril. What are tendrils? Tendrils means weak, observe carefully, slender, weak, spirally coiled structure. In some plants, axillary buds or terminal buds are modified as like this spirally coiled structure. Spirally coiled structure. These are called usually tendrils. Okay. For example, bean plant, pea. Okay, we can observe bean, pea, or any other different bitter gourds, bottle gourds, like this, etc. Okay, here why we are discussing about this tendrils? Why means they show one type of movement. They show a type of movement towards a stimulus. Towards a stimulus. What is that stimulus? That is actually support. That is actually support. Towards the support, tendrils are attracted and they grow towards the support. For example, Here we can observe usually tendrils grow towards the support. Tendrils grow towards the support. This type of movement is called actually thigmotrophism. Thigmotrophic movement means here direction of the stimulus determines the direction of the response. That is why this is the tropic movement. This is the tropic movement. Here, thigmotrophism. Tendrils show the thigmotrophism. Like this, we can observe number of responses towards the different types of stimuli in plants. Means plants also show the responses. Okay, here plants also have the control mechanism in their body. In last classes, we have discussed about control mechanism in animals. Means control mechanism in animals is determined or is controlled by nervous system. What? In animals, nervous system nervous system. Next, endocrine system. Nervous system, endocrine system. Okay, these two play a very important role in animals to control or to respond towards the different stimuli. Okay, in plants, these type of systems are absent. Observe, in plants, nervous system, endocrine system, these are absent. But plants can control the different types of responses, or they can show the different responses towards the stimuli. Towards stimuli. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Okay, see, these two are important systems. You know, already we studied about it. Nervous system, it has very important organ, that is brain. Next is spinal cord. Okay. Next, endocrine system. There are number of endocrine glands in this system. Observe carefully. Here means these type of systems are absent in plants. Both plants and animals show the responses, or they have the control mechanism, both plants and animals. But way is different. Way of responses towards the stimuli. These ways are different in plants and animals. Both have the control mechanisms, but ways are different. Ways of control mechanism are different in both animals and plants. Okay, in plants, these type of systems are present. Sorry, in animals, these type of systems are present. Whereas in plants, instead of these type of systems, some special chemicals are present. What? Special chemicals are present. There are some chemicals in plants to show the responses towards different stimuli. Let us study about those. Observe once all this. Okay. Chemical. Present in plants which are responsible for the control mechanism or responses in plants are called phytohormone. What? Phytohormone. You know, here phyto means plant. Plant. Hormone. One type of chemicals. Okay. These are also called as plant hormone. Plant hormone. These phytohormones they are related to the actually growth. They are related to growth. Maximum phytohormones regulate the growth. Some phytohormones have the negative impact on the growth. Some phytohormones have positive effect on the growth. Observe carefully here. Okay, some have positive effect, some have the negative effect. That is why these type phytohormones are also called as growth regulators. Growth regulator. Some are growth inhibitors, some are growth prohibitors. Okay, some are growth inhibitors. Okay, some are growth promoters. Okay, all phytohormones are called growth regulators. They regulate the growth. Okay, some promote, some inhibit. Okay, growth regulators, phytohormones or plant hormones. What are they? Actually, they are one type of chemical. They are the responsible for this entire control mechanism in plants. Plants do not have the nervous system, endocrine system like this. You know, endocrine glands secrete one type of chemical. They are called hormones. They are responsible for the control mechanism in animals. Like those chemicals in plants, some chemicals are involved in this process. That is why these chemicals are called hormones. Phyto, plant hormones. They are animal hormones. Insulin, glucagon, follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, okay, adrenaline hormone. Like this, there are number of hormones. Here in plants also some chemicals act like animal hormone. That is why they are called phytohormones. How many phytohormones are there? Majorly here 5 phytohormones are present. What are they? First one, auxin. Next, second one, phytokinin. Next, gibberellin. Next, abscisic acid. Next, ethylene. Next, ethylene. These are the important phytohormones. Observe. Observe. What? Auxin, phytokinin, gibberellin, abscisic acid, ethylene. What? Ethylene. These are 5 important phytohormones. Here some are plant growth inhibitors, some are plant growth promoters. Okay, promoters and inhibitors. Main inhibitor is abscisic acid. Main inhibitor is abscisic acid. These three are promoters. This is the intermediate hormone. It has some negative impact or some negative effect on the growth, some positive effect on the growth. That is why this is the intermediary one. Okay, neither inhibitor nor promoter. Intermediary one. Okay, abscisic acid is the growth inhibitor. Gibberellin or gibberellic acid, cytokinin, auxin, these are the growth promoters. Understanding? Observe carefully. Now, let us study about the discovery of the auxin. Discovery of the auxin. Okay. Yes. Auxins are first phytohormone. They are the first phytohormone discovered. Okay, here auxins are growth promoters. Growth promoters. Growth promoter. Okay, auxin. Next, let us perform an activity to observe the function of the auxin. Activity. Observe carefully. What is the aim of this activity? What is the aim of this activity? To observe the what? To observe the response towards the sunlight in plant. Towards the sunlight in plant. This is the aim of this activity. Okay, this is the aim of this activity. Now, materials required for this activity. A glass jar, a glass jar or a glass pot-like structure. Next to bean seeds. Okay, soil, these are main important materials required. Observe one all. Procedure. First, you have to take glass jar like this. How to take the glass jar, then how to fill it with soil. How to fill the glass jar with the soil. Then you have to sow this seed, bean seed. Listen carefully. How to sow the bean seed like this in this glass jar at one side like this. Observe carefully. In this manner, you have to sow the bean seed. Then how to sprinkle the water every day. After a week, 4 to 5 days, after 4 to 5 or 6 days, you can observe here germination. After 4 to 5 days, bean seed is germinated, forming the roots into the soil, forming the roots into the soil and shoot system towards upper side. Okay, like this. This is the root system. Here, this is the shoot system. You can observe the germination and growth of the root stem. Also carefully here. From the outside, you can clearly see the growth of the root system and the shoot system because glass jar, here we took the glass jar, that is why we can see the growth of the root and shoot system. Okay, then you have to sprinkle the water every day for other few weeks. Then after a few weeks, you can observe a small plant here like this. Observe carefully. Like this, a small plant can be developed from this seed after a few weeks. Actually, shoot system is always grown towards the upper side, means towards the light always. After a few weeks, you have to tilt the, listen carefully here, you have to tilt the entire this jar containing the plant, and you have to keep the plant horizontally on the soil surface. Okay, means like this. Observe here. Here is the plant. When you place the plant horizontally on the surface for some time, what will happen? What will happen? Does plant grow horizontally on the surface of the soil? Does plant grow horizontally? No. No. Plant does not grow horizontally on the soil surface. Here what will happen? Listen carefully here. A bending like this, a small bending is formed here towards the upper side. Observe. Like this, a small bending is occurred, and entire plant grows towards the light, not grow horizontally on the soil surface. By taking the turning or by taking the bending, tip of the shoot system grows towards the light only. Grows towards the light only like this. Here, what is the reason for this bending? How this bending occurs here? How there is a complex mechanism. Okay, there are some chemicals or plant hormones are involved in this bending process. Okay. Now observe, here always plant grows towards the light. These type of movement or these type of responses are called phototropic movement or phototropic responses. Listen carefully. What? Phototropic responses or phototropism. Very important. Remember, phototropism means tropic movement it is. Tropic movement means already I told you. Already I told you direction of the stimulus. If direction of the stimulus determines the direction of the response, then this type of movement is called tropic movement. Here phototropic movement means tropic movement towards the light. Towards the light. Observe carefully. Towards the sunlight. Already we have discussed now thigmotropism means responses are movement towards the support. Towards the support. Here observe phototropism means movement towards the light. Observe when we place the plant horizontally on the soil surface, stem or tip of the stem or apical region of the stem, it grows towards the light by taking the small bending, by taking the small bending like this. Observe carefully. This is because of the phototropism. This is also a type of response. This is also a type of response in plant. What is the reason for this response? The main reason is one type of chemical. Already we discussed about some chemicals. They are also called as hormone, phytohormone. Here also one phytohormone is involved, that is auxin. What? Auxin. Remember, very important plant hormone auxin. It is responsible for bending towards the light. Towards the light. Yes, observe. Okay, observe. When we observe these plants, there are two sides. This is one side, this is another side. This is the light illuminated area or light illuminated side. This is the opposite side. to light illuminated area or light illuminated side. Observe carefully. Here, bending, observe carefully. Bending occurs towards the light. Bending occurs towards the light, or bending occurs towards the light illuminated area. Observe carefully here. This is the light illuminated area. This is the area opposite side or opposite area to the light illuminated side. Bending occurred here in this condition. Bending occurred towards the light illuminated area like this. Observe carefully. Here there is an important mechanism. For example, imagine it is a stem. Imagine, observe carefully. For example, this is a stem. Here epidermal cells. These are epidermal cells. Now, whenever light falls on the stem laterally, means, for example, like this. When light falls on the one side of the stem from lateral side, like this. Now what will happen? Actually, some chemicals present at the tip of the stem, they are transported to the, listen carefully, they are transported to the region of the stem or side of the stem that is opposite to the light illuminated area or light illuminated side. Observe, like this. All the chemicals are transported to one side that is opposite to light illuminated side, like this. Now because of these chemicals, due to presence of these chemicals, more chemicals, large amount of chemicals, cells present in that region or in that area, they show elongation. They show elongation. Observe carefully. Due to presence of the more and more chemicals, cells present in that area, they show the cell elongation. What? Elongation. Means cells present in this area, they have the long, or they are long in length when compared to the cells present in light illuminated area. Light illuminated area. Observe carefully. Means These are the cells present in light illuminated area. Here observe elongation, we can observe. Observe, here cells are small cells, normal cells here elongated cells. Because of elongation of these cells present in the region that is opposite to the light illuminated area, a bending is occurred. A bending is occurred like this due to the elongation of these cells. What is the reason for this elongation? What is the reason? Some chemicals. What are they actually? They are auxins. They are auxins. Okay, this is important one here. Due to the auxins, entire this bending process occurred here. What is the reason? Here the main reason is auxin. What? Auxin. Okay, observe one.